Hey you guys, it's Miss Flamo again. Today is Wednesday, I believe, and I wanted to let you know that the story that I'm going to read today goes with the same theme as the last couple days, and I'm curious if any of you can name the theme or have noticed it. So today's book is called I Love You, the Purplist, and many of you know that I have two boys, River and Eli. River's 18 and will be going to college in the fall, and Eli is 16. However, of course, they used to be smaller. And I got this book from a good friend of mine when they were about 5 and 7. And they remind me so much of these two boys, even throughout the whole story. Their personalities even remind me of the characters in this book. So it has been a favorite of mine since River and Eli were little. So let's jump in and read it. Again, it's called I Love You, the Purplist, by Barbara M. Juice. I hope you can see the pictures because the artwork in here is really beautiful. Early in the evening, the brothers and their mama finished supper in the sturdy red cabin and set out to fish. I'll make sure I show you the pictures because they really are beautiful. The lake slowed its thrashing to a soft, even beat. The mosquitoes dipped low to the water, and the water bugs skittered on top. The moon glowed on one side of the lake while the sun shimmered on the other. This was the time when fishing was best. Max exploded from the cabin, twirling the shovel in front of him. Mama came out next, and then Julian. Julian shut the cabin door tightly to keep it safe from burglars and bears. Julian scooped the dirt to find the fattest worms. Max jumped on the shovel and flung dirt in the air until a tangle of worms filled his can. "Mama, who has the most worms?" he asked. Look at these cute little boys. Mama smiled. "Max, your can is full of the liveliest worms, and Julian, your can has the juiciest." Max, Julian, and Mama stepped into the small wooden boat. Julian took one oar and Max took the other. Julian planted his blue boots wide and took deep, even strokes. Max braced his red boots against the ribs of the boat and stroked quickly through the water. The brothers' faces were hot and they gulped at the air. Julian gasped, "Mama, who is the best rower?" Mama's eyes grew soft. I'm going to show you this picture first. So beautiful. "Why, Julian, you took the deepest strokes, and Max, your strokes were the fastest." The three fished until stars sprinkled the sky and water turned dark as night. In the end, Mama caught one fish, Julian caught one fish, and Max caught 3. Whoops, sorry. Look at this page here. This is right after they catch the fish. "I'm the best fisherman," cried Max, hoisting his fish in the air. Julian pushed his hat brim low on his face. "3 fish? What a bountiful fisherman you are," said Mama. "And Julian, you are the cleverest. Your fish hid in the weeds, but you waited. When your bobber jerked in the water, you kept your pole high and you reeled in a fine, fat fish." Looks like it's getting to be evening. When the fishing and the baths and the stories were all done, Mama tucked the boys into bed. Julian slept in the top bunk, and she reached up to give him a kiss goodnight. "Mama," whispered Julian, his hands forming a tunnel around her ear, "who do you love the best?" This Mama is very, very smart. She thought for a moment, and then she whispered, "Why, Julian, I love you the bluest. I love you the color of a dragonfly at the very tip of its wing. I love you the color of a cave in its deepest hidden part, where grizzly bears and bats curl up until night. The mist of a mountain, the splash of a waterfall, the hush of a whisper. The breath in Julian's chest grew and grew and grew until he couldn't hold it in any longer. And then it came out in a long, velvety sigh. Mama crouched low to the bunk where Max slept. Max wriggled his finger for Mama to come close. And then he whispered, "Mama, who do you love best?" There they are, all cozy in Max's bed. Take a look at this picture. Why, Max, I love you the reddest. I love you the color of the sky before it blazes into night. I love you the color of a leopard's eyes when it prowls through the jungle, and the color of a campfire at the edge of the flame. A wide open hug, the swirl of a magic cape, the thunder of a shout. Well, the smile on Max's face grew and grew until his cheeks couldn't hold it in, and then it came out in a big, thundery laugh. Later in the evening, when the brothers and their mama slept, one in the top bunk, glowing like the evening moon, one in the bottom bunk, shimmering like the evening sun, and Mama in her big bed, dreaming of the boys she loved best. And then we just end with a beautiful watercolor at the end. Part of the reason I so love that story is because of how the mom, or the mama, is what she's called in this book, really recognizes and appreciates how unique and special each of her boys is. I want you guys to know, all Vestal kiddos, we, the whole staff, really miss you a ton. We miss your unique individual personalities that we have really grown to love. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story. It's called I Love You the Purplest. And again, if you have an idea of what the theme was of the last 3 books, let me know. Okay, enjoy some sunshine, please. Bye-bye.